In the 70s, Lynn Goldsmith was one of the few female photographers snapping pictures of rock icons like Mick Jagger, Bob Dylan, and Bruce Springsteen. She never liked the label rock and roll photographer, but she just happens to be one of the best.
Yeah, oh, that's good. There we go, yeah.
On a cold December morning, Lynn Goldsmith is trying to capture Patti Smith.
She's my favorite to photograph. Yeah.
Since the 1970s, she's taken hundreds of pictures of the rock star and poet.
Oh, this I love too. This was a very weird moment. This is Patti Smith's skull. And unfortunately, I was with her when she fell off the stage, and we had to go to the hospital. This is my friend from college.
Goldsmith shares her backstage tales and remarkable portfolio in her new book, Rock and Roll Stories. She's shot almost every rock icon. U2's Bono, The Who's Roger Daltrey, Blondie's Debbie Harry, and Michael Jackson, who got shy on her during a shoot at Florida's Epcot Center.
And so I put on James Brown and started dancing. And I did my famous slide step, and he did, of course, outdanced me. So one of my favorite memories in life, I think, will be dancing with Michael in the Tunnel of Light.
She's been taking pictures since she was a kid, growing up in Michigan and Florida.
It's almost like I have to do that to breathe.
What made you pick up a camera?
My father was a very serious amateur photographer, and like any little girl who wants to connect with her dad, you want to do what he's doing and be part of it.
The camera offered something else.
Freedom.
Freedom?
Yeah, freedom. The camera is a passport into people's lives. And I learned so much through other people.
Goldsmith has covered sports and worked for the National Geographic, but she's always had a way with musicians.
That's it. Yep. And so I would sit in the position that I wanted them to be in, or stand, or jump, or do whatever, and I would have them make the picture. That did a number of things to our relationship. They understand my problems, and I understand theirs.
Does it work? I mean, when you do that, does it
I got
work?
a house in Aspen and a house here, hello.
She's helped shape the images of artists like Bryan Adams.
When he walked in this green elf-like suit, I was like, I don't think so. Obviously, you know, we changed his clothing and we changed his hair, and then that was his first album cover.
Sometimes the clothes she put artists in were her own, like the studded leather jacket she slipped on Frank Zappa and Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce didn't like it?
No, not at all. Bruce wore it maybe for less than one roll of film, but I just wanted to try this, not unlike how I tried it with Daryl Hall, you know, just to kind of shift the energy.
This is Bruce in...
This is Bruce in 1978 in New Jersey. And this is an example of finding a location that suits what the artist and what they're writing about.
You ended up having a relationship with Bruce?
Yes.
It started in the 70s, but ended when Bruce's shadow grew too big.
Listen, I was with Bruce when they spelled his name wrong on the marquee, you know, when in Israel they thought he was Jewish. But as Bruce became more well-known, one becomes relegated to the identity of somebody's girlfriend. And I wouldn't even have liked somebody's wife. Great.
Lynn Goldsmith wanted to make her own mark, and she has. I don't take pictures, she likes to say. I make them.
I understand the language of certain musicians, and they will use me to put out there what they want other people to see.
And Lynn's life has been almost as fascinating as many of the musicians she covered. She was actually, she was a director in early rock TV. She co-managed Grand Funk Railroad for a period of time. She's a real firecracker.
It's so interesting. They're so intimate. It's just her with the camera. I thought it would be a team of people.
I think at times there is a team, but often, I mean, as you saw with Patti Smith, she was out there by herself.
Do we know where that leather jacket is now, by the way?
It actually ended up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Anthony, thank you very much. Yeah. You're watching CBS This Morning. We'll be right back.